know who he is, bruh. Why not interview with somebody from the culture that's notable that we know is going to ask you some real questions? But see, that's the point. This is the Kamala Harris strategy. Let me go do a softball interview so I can try to do damage control and control the narrative. And by the way, Jay, I'm a big fan. I've always been a Jay-Z fan, but I'm sorry. I got to call Cap. This whole interview seems like damage control. It seems like you're trying to get out in front of something, whatever. I don't know. But I will tell you this. You said some really hypocritical shit just now when you said you can't just be accusing people of stuff. You got to make for certain before you accuse somebody of that, especially somebody like me. Now, how you going to sit there and say something like that when you literally picked Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl and he's literally accusing somebody of that same thing on the damn album? He's literally on the song accusing Drake, somebody with the same type of status as you, of being a PDF file. What kind of hypocrite, bro? How are you going to be upset about the fact that somebody falsely, in your words, falsely accused you of something, and you literally took a dude that's also falsely accusing somebody of something and put them on the biggest stage in the world so that they could falsely accuse somebody?
So we're gonna jump on this real quick. You know what I'm saying? So listen, real quick. You heard Angry Man say PDF file. Why is Angry Man saying PDF file? Right? He's saying PDF file because you can't. I mean, you can say the word, but saying certain words triggers YouTube to the point where it says, oh, this person is talking about this thing here, or they may shadow ban you and make it to where people can't see your content. And why is that? Because it's censorship. Anywhere you go, almost all masculinity, anything with male leadership is all censored, bleeped out. It's not happening. Out of sight, out of mind. It's a crime to be a man. Right? But Kendrick Lamar not only was able to make that song, and again, I'm not listening. Whatever route you want to go is whatever, right? But the fact that it never disturbed no one, and it doesn't set off your spidey senses that this nigga is saying like not just some egregious shit, but again, this is the worst thing you could accuse someone of. Touching kids is a very serious offense. He said certified lover boy, no, certified PDF file. And for the most part, for a lot of people, the fact that he went there and the fact that he was, I guess you could say, being provocative. I'm not really sure what words you could use for it, but don't get me wrong. But this is a part of of how battles can change, right? Because I will give him that. I will say, you know what, that it was a good strategy, and the strategy was based off again how misled black folks are, how much a lot of us don't use common sense, how much a lot of us don't realize the culture that we built up. A lot of it is trash. All right, in terms of what we think is important, in terms of what we think victory is, or just what winning is in general. And that's why you can see somebody like Kendrick. Don't get me wrong, I used to be a Kendrick fan, but people treat listening to Kendrick as if, again, as if they're being absolved of their sins. Again, it makes way more sense if you look at Kendrick as becoming Black Jesus. Over the last couple of years, he has ascended. He's no longer Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. He is Kendrick Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Bro nigga activity, man. Come on. Bro nigga activity. Feeling what you want is a bro nigga activity. My bad. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here, man. I think we got some more clips, man. I had some more clips I wanted to play. I actually wanted to play Let's play Angry Man's reaction to the J. Cole joint. Angry Man made a really good point about this whole joint, man.
Yo, why does the industry seem like it's in full-blown retreat? You got Jay-Z doing this tame-ass interview with GQ, but you also have J. Cole sitting down with Cameron to explain why he apologized to Kendrick Lamar. Why are the biggest names in the game suddenly backpedaling? Because I noticed a common theme in both those interviews. Is this just PR? Or are they preparing themselves for something that's about to happen?
Somebody randomly come up to you like, yo, you J. Cole? It was like, oh, shit. And then the next year, it was like, okay, maybe the warm-up was out, you know what I mean? Right. Like, I had a little bit more motion. Maybe it was like, now 500 people recognize you.
All right, so I'm just going to play a little bit of audio. I'm going to play some of Angry Man's reaction and whatnot, but I wanted to get to, the main point. Or this is one of the more important points, which is that we started kind of realize that J. Cole may not be a good dude. And here's the thing about like niggas that rap conscious, right? Niggas that rap conscious, it's almost like it's like an act. It's like putting on a whole disguise where, all right, well, I'm the conscious nigga, right? And a lot of times, men who are overly righteous or put themselves in a position where they can be, how can I say? Because of J. Cole's personality, because of his presentation, you know, Birkenstocks with socks. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a dude who wears slippers outside. He wears slides to the Walmart. He goes to Walmart on his own, by himself. Walks around. He'll get in a cipher with the kids. Help a lady with her groceries. An old lady to be exact. She has on a floral skirt. An old lady hat.
Iceman out.
Relax, Angry Man. We're about to get there. So because of his presentation, because of how he comes across, he got the dreadlocks and shit. You know what I mean? He light skinned, looks unassuming. So you don't really, again, he blends in perfectly, right? He comes across in a way where you don't question his intention, you don't question who he is. But in this situation right here, so in terms of the whole Kendrick Lamar versus Drake thing, even in both the interviews he's done so far, the one with Deska and the one he did with what's my man name? Oh, Cameron, right? He still did not pick a side. Matter of fact, for the most part, he picked Kendrick's side. Because he said at one point, I'm proud, I'm proud seeing him have this moment. Have what moment? I keep saying, y'all can't in one breath say Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper ever with the most illustrious career, but at the same time, make it to where you celebrate the idea that, he has a win over Drake. If he's better than Drake, then why would a win matter this much? Because it wasn't like a win where it's like, I successfully out-rapped Drake. Because the thing is that Kendrick's thing is rapping. Kendrick really can't do anything but make you think he rapping. Same thing with Cole. You know what I mean? And what's funny is both these niggas, right? For the most part, they both kind of do most of the same thing. I think Cole is a bit more palatable and a little bit more like relatable. Like Cole won't have a bunch of songs on his album that don't make sense or that hurt your ears and shit, where like Kendrick really, like y'all really have ingratiated Kendrick. Well, I'm sorry, he's ingratiated himself in the culture to the point where Kendrick, for the most part, is going in and do whatever. Go listen to Mr. Morale. Go listen to the other half of To Pimp a Butterfly. Like I like most of the album and whatnot, but a lot of that shit was just weird. It was weird and it's awkward. It's not bad. It's just it's awkward. But again, everyone's not held to the same standard, right? And but going back to the whole thing about integrity and about what it just means to be a rapper and whatnot, because of the image that he's built up. Don't get me wrong, people wasn't feeling what he did, but you had so many people who should have called him a coward that didn't call him a coward. And even in this interview right here, Cameron is playing the game. Cameron is getting the interview with one of the biggest rappers in the game, pause, right? And he's not. And one thing you don't do during the interview is you give pushback, but sometimes you don't want to get in their way. Sometimes, especially when you start understanding what viral clips are and how to create a viral clip, right? So you can see that Cameron doesn't want to get in the way of the story or stop him from talking. But at the same time, nothing he said, none of that makes sense, bro. You constantly put that track together. you rap those words, and then you put it out. Going on stage, it's just not a thing you do. But because it was Jesus Christ, aka it was because it was Black Jesus. You know what I'm saying, aka Dr. Kendrick Sebi. People actually supported it and called them mature. That's not mature. It's one thing if J. Cole would have made a record saying where he just straight up was just talking about, you know, defecating on Kendrick's mom, you know what I mean, and doing crazy stuff to his kids. That makes more sense. You apologize for making a diss record. That still, he made Black History. When they have Black History Month, they gotta put J. Cole. He has to have his own day where we break down how he became the first nigga in history to diss a nigga, and then not only did you say sorry, you erased your own diss, and people and some again that was somehow okay. Just the fact that people thinking, or no, not even that. No one thinks to say, you know what, bro? Why? What? Huh? No, that's some conspiracy shit. That's some nigga. You had a phone call. No nigga, somebody called you and checked you. Someone told you, nah, nigga, this is a grand play. Cause right after that, what came after that was fucking crazy. They gave Kendrick. You gotta realize when you give somebody 5 Grammys, when you put someone on all these big stages with this record, and people don't look at, people really try to look at it as, oh, it's hip hop. No, nigga, they're promoting this record for a reason. Who's promoting the record? UMG. Who's putting the money up? UMG. Who has the interest? UMG. Drake made Apple Music so much goddamn money they got him a fucking plane. A plane. Not even a small plane, like a big ass plane too. Like Drake got planes, nigga. Oh, man.
I mean, are they worried about Drake dissing them on his album and what that might do to whatever it is they're trying to promote, whether it's Jay-Z's show in Yankee Stadium or J. Cole's album, The Fall Off? I'm just saying, something to think about.
There's a rumor. Did you ever scuffle with Puff before, or that just all rumor?
No, it actually, that actually happened. I had a.
Explain that.
Nah, you know what? I damn near wish I could because it's such an ill story.
Right.
You know what I mean? But matter of fact, we did a podcast, me and E, like a year and a half ago, where we kind of ran through like the first part of my career up until Forest Hill Drive.
Right.
And we had a bonus episode that was the whole episode was just about that night.
Okay.
And that altercation, right?
Right.
And we was gonna put it out because at that time, you know what I mean? Like me and Puff, like we hadn't had no problem for years. Even after that, like it was cleaned up quick and we was in a good spot.
Right.
But you know, Puff was on the song that I had on off season, and like, so we was gonna put it out, thinking like, yo, it's cool. Like enough time has passed, he ain't gonna feel no way, boom, boom, boom. Right. And then all the shit happened with him.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, it felt like damn near like kicking a man when he's down. Like, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You hit all right. So first he says, you know what? Actually, that did happen. Second, he says, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened because I did a show with who was E? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking.
Who's E?
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
So
you're not getting it.
You recorded an episode with some mystery man named E, and the episode never came out. And rather than saying, you know what, listen, I'd rather not get into it right now or just brush it off and whatnot, you took us through all this shit. This is very feminine energy. And what I mean is that I'm not calling him a bitch, but what I'm saying is this is what women do when you ask them a question. A lot of times, you know what I mean? Rather than answer your question, they're not able to have a linear thought sometimes, and they're not able to get straight to the point. I mean, don't get me wrong, I see this happen more with men in terms of like men who aren't really in their masculine as much, because I know that I've done that in life where like, yo, I'm like, my bad, you asking me a question and I'm not really answering your question, or I'm telling you how I felt or how I got here or what's going on with me or how my stomach hurt or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's not you know.
It's not clocking to you. It's not talking to you that I'm standing on business.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Fuck all y'all pussies, man. For real, man. I see y'all boys outside when I see y'all, man. For real, man. On some real shit outside, some body shit, man. I'm gonna see y'all boys when I see y'all, man. For real, you know that.
Like, it would have gave the news in the world more ammo.
I got what you're saying.
Just destroy this dude.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time to put it out.
Wasn't a good time. So similarly, right now, it's like,
Yeah.
I want to tell it because it's ill, but I'm like, nah.
It did happen.
Oh, no, it happened. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's go here.
I got, I'm a fan,
Right.
a friend. It's not just him, it's Drake too. It's like, I really fuck with these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, oh shit. And then also it's a bit of pride because it's like, damn, they want to hit the nigga, be like, hey, bro, you think I was serious?
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm in my head. It's like, you know what I mean? So anyways, the show is I'm about 2 hours from going on stage or an hour from going on stage. And I'm like, damn, are you really about to walk on the stage? And everything about it feels untrue. You about to go on the stage and just represent this energy. And a thought comes to me. And I really feel like this was God. Because I could tell because of how it like lifted me. And how it took like the weight off me. It was like, oh, you misrepresented yourself on a big stage, right? On a big platform, on an album, you know what I mean? And played into it. And you said something that you didn't believe in, you know what I mean? About somebody else, boom, boom, boom. You got the opportunity to go tell how you actually feel and speak the truth on a big stage, maybe a bigger stage at that point, because niggas just tuned in around the world, you know what I mean? It's a live stream. So I'm like, and that's when the apology came to my mind an hour before.
Right.
I told my wife, she the only one I told. I ain't tell my homeboys, thank God, because they probably would have, you know what I mean?
They would have been upset.
Wilding.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do this now.
Right.
I'm going out.
And this is also a really good example of how your wife. So you know what he also exposes that. First of all, you expose how your wife sabotaged you. Listen, what I be telling y'all, there's a hater in your bedroom. Please don't be late. Nah, like real talk though. It's one of the times where like, you gotta realize like, when your wife does not understand. Your wife does not. This is why women cannot teach men how to be men. Because the thing is that a lot of men don't realize that, you have a lot of bitch in you. You have a lot of woman in you. And that's why you can't really get ahead in life. Because your idea of victory is off. Your idea of progression is off. Your idea of, matter of fact, you're afraid to dominate. You don't want to conquer nothing or anyone. Like when people see what's going on with Trump and stuff like that, and with overseas and everything, I forget the name of the country that they liberated and whatnot. But still, when you see these things going on and people have these opinions of, leave them alone. Why are we over this and that, nigga? That's not how the world works. Right? Even for men, you're not able to grasp the concept of conquering, grasp the concept of having the burden of dominance. When you're a man, you have to dominate something. And when you rap, right? Listen, as a fellow rapper myself, I'm a cool nigga too. And what J. Cole is doing, this is one of the reasons why J. Cole will never reach his potential. All right, you have to really believe that you him. And what he showed throughout the interview was, I don't think I'm the top dog. I'm just Cole. I'm just Jermaine. Blame it on. I'm about to end this shit now. Blame it on Jermaine. But if you saying that you told your wife what you was getting ready to do, and your wife didn't stop you and say, babe, you can't do that. You put this out there. You need to deal with it, cause it's war. It's a battle. And Kendrick might not even say shit. He might have felt like, listen. I'm dissing Buddy because obviously that was what he was going for. He wasn't worried about you. But he was dissing you too. He was saying fuck the bitch. He said fuck both y'all niggas. I don't fuck with either one of y'all niggas. How about that? You understand? And you keep hearing J. Cole keep saying, I love this nigga. I'm like, damn, why am I saying this? Because I love him. I love him. You ain't heard Kendrick come online. Kendrick did not repost the fall off. Kendrick didn't post a video saying, you know what would have been dope? Kendrick put up a video saying, Cole, this album is fire, something to support the man album. He ain't do none of that shit. Kendrick Lamar's not your friend. They called you. They run your phone. J. Cole try to live such a humble life, nigga. He got a brick phone, just so he can feel like he keeping it real. And they told you. You better go in there and apologize to Jesus. if you want to keep your career. That man was threatened, and also, but also, you exposed yourself. And now we can see more than ever that, yo, you are a liar and you are a bad friend. These are the kind of friends that winners have. Because here's the thing about being a winner. You are very useful when you're a winner, and I'm sorry, it is what it is. It's the same as a girl having a big old booty. If she got a big booty, imagine the girl you know that got that big old booty. Imagine one day she ain't got her booty no more. She's still her and whatnot, but it's just not gonna be the same because she don't got a fat ass no more. Right? And that's how it is for men when you're a winner. Like, you know, once you live out your usefulness, or once you wear out your welcome and whatnot, like, people's perception, it can change for you, and you get to see who people really are. And I'm not saying Cole had to retire, but I'm gonna keep standing on what the actual answer was. What would have made the Fall Off way more lit is if he would have made a party album about, I'll never turn my back on my destiny again. I'm never going to turn my back on the things I say. And there's a point in the video where Angry Man makes an analogy too about it doesn't matter whether or not you mean what you say. Once you're in it, you're in it. So as far as the image thing, right? Your image is forever tarnished. You think if you lost your nuts, lost your balls. So people who really understand how the world works and whatnot, what you did was not respectable. If it wasn't on your heart, you went through mad steps to put that record out. You wrote it, you recorded it, and you pushed upload. You had mad chances to not put it out there. But once you put it out there, there's never been a person who's dissed somebody and then took it back. And he keeps telling the story as if that's not ill. It lifted it. Wait. You would think that J. Cole was talking about Mad Dog from Martin, and he's scared for his life, and he's like, "Yo, I don't want this kind of stress on me. I can't take this. This is too much." You would have thought that J. Cole life was in danger. You would have thought that, yo, if J. Cole didn't apologize, yo, that his whole family was going to get it. But that's not what happened. But we're gonna move on, man, for right now because your boy tired. But before I go, we are going to react to one more video. We're gonna chop this up some more tomorrow. I keep saying I'm gonna try to do a morning show, but I have to show y'all this video. This is a crazy video, bro.
Like a bunch of you, you gotta answer.
Ooh, it's a bit Keisha. So this is a crazy story. So this story, I'm gonna go full screen. Excuse me. Definitely broke nigga activity. You know what I'm saying? So basically, two down bad Keishas going to a sunglass store. They already they came in with Crocs on, at least 150 pounds overweight, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, one of these Jones is humongous, and they said, "Today we choose violence." I have never, I don't know if it's called bear spray. I've never heard of this before. There's a spray that you had to spray bears with to get them away from you. And I'm guessing maybe it's for a certain part of the country, but that is a weapon. These women were carrying that shit around with them. And you'll see why. I think it's a bear spray, something like that. Yeah, bear spray is crazy.